You know, for me, Jimmie Johnson is the model of who you want to be. I can't remember a time that win or lose, Jimmie Johnson has ever jumped out of his car and said something that was wrong. When you look at his results and championships and everything he's been able to accomplish, Jimmie Johnson is the true champion and who you want to be as a person.
It takes one to know one. Kevin Harvick has claimed NASCAR's biggest prize, so he truly has an appreciation for Jimmie's many accomplishments. However, no one had a front row seat for all Jimmie has done like longtime teammate Jeff Gordon. The Hall of Famer and Fox NASCAR analyst recounts a lasting legacy.
Jimmie Johnson, Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty. Who is the greatest champion of all time? It's a topic people love to debate. But what does it really mean to be the best? I mean, it's just an opinion, right? And rankings? Well, those are a bunch of opinions that happen to be the same. And the argument for Jimmie, you can't outrun the numbers. But when it comes to Jimmie Johnson, it isn't about the number of checkered flags, epic burnouts, or the hardware he's hoisted over his head. His legacy is about so much more. One thing that is not debatable, the person that Jimmie Johnson is. Every driver, crew member, media representative, and fan that interacts with Jimmie Johnson walks away feeling, well, better. When Jimmie talks to you, he takes the time to listen. He cares. He asks. He checks in. He makes time. And to a T, everyone that has met him comes away believing he is a good guy. When that final checkered flag flies in Phoenix, and the career of the 7-time champion is complete, the biggest void won't be on the track, but off. Because Jimmie Johnson isn't just one of the greatest drivers of all time, but also one of NASCAR's greatest people. When my time comes,
perspective there from Jeff Gordon. In 2016, Jimmie Johnson claimed his 7th championship, matching Hall of Famers Dale Earnhardt and Richard Petty. Let's hear now from the King.
Jimmie, congratulations on all the things that you've accomplished over your career. I'm glad you didn't win 8 championships, but winning 7 championships, I know how hard it is and how much dedication you have to have throughout all the years.
I've known Jimmie a really long time. Met him when he came from the West Coast to sleep on the couch at Ron Hornaday's house and try to figure out a way to get involved in this industry in stock car racing. And through the years, we both leaned on each other to share some ideas, some advice. And then he goes and wins 7 championships, conquers the world, and he's still that same guy that I met at Ron Hornaday's house. Nothing's changed about him. That's the one thing I appreciate about him. The other thing that is great about Jimmie Johnson is how he wants to make everyone else's life enjoyable, how he wants to incorporate a lot of things that he loves into other people's lives. And he's encouraged me to do a lot of things that I would have never tried on my own. And he's made my life better for it. So I appreciate you, Jimmie.
Fitting that Dale Jr. is on this show because not only does he offer great insight on the history of NASCAR, he and Jimmie, of course, were teammates at Hendrick Motorsports. And I want to rewind to something that he said earlier in the show. Jimmie, when you won that 7th championship, he came on stage and said, "You're really cool. I wish my dad was here to shake your hand." Do you have a story on Dale Sr.? Because your careers really didn't cross over much at all.
No, they didn't. I did meet him twice, and the second of the two is probably the funniest. But Hornaday had a deal where whatever he damaged on the trucks, he would show up Monday morning, at the truck shop or their DEI and cut the bodies off and try to help the guys get the truck torn apart. So I went with Ron one day to go over to the shop, and everybody else is in DEI apparel. And I'm standing there in jeans and a t-shirt, and Dale pulled in that black Impala that he used to have and kind of rolled by slowly with the tinted windows. And I thought he didn't see me, but I'm standing right there. So I was happy about that. But he stopped and backed up. The window came down. I got excited. I was maybe going to have a conversation with Dale Earnhardt. And he looked right at me and said, "Hey, kid, are you on payroll?" I said, "No, sir." "Well, get the hell off my property." And he rolled the window up and drove off. So I was shaking in my boots. Ron said, "You're not going anywhere. Sit tight." And we went back to work on the truck.
It definitely sounds like classic Dale Earnhardt. Jimmie, in 2013, you got your 6th championship. When did it set in that I am one away from tying Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt? And then 3 years later, in 2016, when you won that 7th, what did that mean to you to join a group of only 2 other people? And quite honestly, in my opinion, it's a group of 3 that will never be added to.
Well, we won those 5, which just kind of rocked my world and mind. And I think all of ours of like what was possible or capable, because I'm like you, I never thought it would happen again. I never thought we'd see another 7-time champion. Then there we were with 5. We ended up getting to 6. And from 6 to 7, there was just a lot going on. Competition got a lot more difficult. Chad and I had a few little bumps in the road, and we weren't sure really if 7 was going to be there. And then when you look at the night where I won 7, I was the worst running car of the 4 eligible until 10 laps to go. And then everything changed. So that 7th to me really, really stands out as just such an interesting playoff sports moment where you just never know until the very end how it's going to turn out.
I just love that you said competition got stiffer as the years went on. I think it was pretty good earlier in your career as well, but that's just my analysis. Plenty more to come with Jimmie. Hendrick Motorsports' success has been long-lasting. We just heard from Jeff Gordon, one of many great teammates Jimmie had at HMS. We are talking about those who shared time at Hendrick next. One of those, of course, Casey Kane.
Jimmie, congratulations on an unreal career. To be your teammate, always chasing you, doing all we could over the years to race with you and try to beat you was a lot of fun. I think you pushed everyone in racing to be better, and your determination and drive to win championships and races was at the top. And I think your legacy will live for a long, long time. There'll be a lot of young kids trying to be like you forever. So congratulations. Safe and healthy to all your family going forward.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.